Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. I'm coming to you from Maritimes of Canada, and I'm coming to you with our third lesson in this series, basically where I'm learning calligraphy with you. So I have a book here. If you're new here, I have a book from a kit, and it is an introduction. We have already done this lesson, and now we're moving on to this one. Actually, we started with this, and now we're moving on to number 3. So I will let you guys pause. And what we're doing now is we're adding another swoosh to this. So we're doing our up, down motion, then we're going up, down, across, and then we're coming back up and going across with the third one. And I practiced the other ones. I'm still not very good at it, but I think I'm getting better. I also changed to a wide nib on this one, rather than the medium, just out of curiosity, basically. But I tend to like it a lot. So, all right. So again, we're doing the third lesson, which is, this was our first one, second one, and now the third one. All right, so now I have learned that, getting rid of some ink here, I have learned that it's a lot of not just fingers but wrist that it has it happening. So I've been going up like that, in a fluid motion as much as possible. The problem I was having in the beginning is that I had a lot of shakiness. But once I let the pen do its thing and not press down as much, I had a little bit more success. Not perfect by any means. I will have to practice and practice and practice. But, so, we've done this motion. So now we're going to go up, and then swoosh over. So, this one, swoosh over. And you're trying to have the nibs, whatever nib you have. This one right here is a thin line, but what you're making now is a thick, and then thick. So just keep that in mind too. It's how you angle everything here, because see, I'm getting thin lines, so I'm not angling my pen correctly. I hope I'm in view here. Again, we're going to be doing 2 lessons today. So this is going to be one, and we're going to practice a little bit with it. See, the more I practice, the better my L's are getting. I'm calling them L's right now. I did, I forgot what I was doing because I was practicing these for so long. Um, uh, yeah, so I did look into the cleaning of these cartridge holding pens. Now, the key to them is that they're water-based ink. So because it's water-based ink, it does dry. The thing is what I was understanding from what I was researching, you're going to worry about it if you don't use your pen often. So you wouldn't leave the canister. You would clean it out. You would throw out the cartridge. You wouldn't leave the cartridge in there if you weren't going to touch it for a while. So keep that in mind. Also, when in regards to the thing, because when she mentioned she's going to run it through water and things like this, when she says that, that's not a canister, that's not a cartridge pen, which I find odd because they added cartridge pens to the set, in addition to the dip pen, but they didn't add the ones that you actually have to put the they have a holder for the ink, and you actually have to put the ink in. There's ways of putting it in. But these are cartridge ones. So that's why I was confused when she said you had to wash it all out and wash the head and everything with it. But I was thinking, do I throw out my cartridge that I just put in, kind of thing? So yeah, it's mainly, are you going to be leaving your pen for a while? Otherwise, I'm leaving mine in. Now, I invite you to do your own research on that. I am not claiming I'm a pro. I am just giving you information that I've found. And I'm not paying attention, so I'm getting sloppy. I also looked up, somebody had mentioned the difficulty of doing left-handed calligraphy. So I looked that up. OMG. I would not want to do this left-handed. I can not do it right-handed. The left-handed way is difficult. The key is that if they don't do it a certain way, then if they don't do it a certain way, you have your bold lines and thin lines opposite or not right in some way. So it's definitely difficult for sure. It's not, I'm not saying it's absolutely you can't do it, but definitely watch some YouTube videos to learn how, because it is not happy. It is not easy, I should say. I'm sorry if you're hearing our Dyson in the background. We are at about 40 something degrees Celsius, feels like. So I am sweltering, to say the least. Che is actually active, which is rare for him in hot weather. So I had to play with him for a bit. Okay, so let's try, because it's only another line, let's try doing the fourth lesson. So we've got our lines here. This is really good chart. We've got our lines here that we practice. So this is this line. And then we have this. And we have our, what I'm calling an L. And then we've gone across here. And now we're going to add another line. So we've done this one, this one, this one, and now we're adding that extra line. So I'm hoping you're saying this okay. Yeah, so we're making an E, essentially. Now I'm going to go... Yeah, no, I better not. And I am... I'm fortunate that I already write at a slant. I wrote slant. It's very messy, it's scratchy, but at least I already have that slant. I would not want to learn this because I can write like this. Like I can print like that. I can write like that if I have to. And then I have my slanted, but the slant, this is what flows well, and this is what flows well for my printing. I cannot imagine somebody being up, who's used to being up here, having to do that slant. So it's practice, practice, practice. I did hundreds of these. Hundreds. Ugh. I couldn't believe I did that much. At least this gives you an idea of how long that narrow line should be. Because I've been doing it too long. So I'm going to try to not do it as long. Because if you can see there, right there, where it comes across, it's not a long slant. I'm getting ink all over the place. Oops. It's not a long slant there. Sorry, a long, the narrow thing on the one. Basically this one, it's not as long as I thought, so I'm going to try to get it so that it's a little less. This one is going to take a lot of practice to get it what it looks like. Do pause this video because we're doing this and then we're stopping for today. We're doing this whole motion, so definitely stop it so that you can practice it. Because I keep looking at it. I don't know about you, but I keep looking at what they have and trying to copy it. And I keep making these thin lines and they don't, so I'm in the wrong position. And I have to I have to concentrate all the way through them. All the way through them. Otherwise I'm like this. I'm going up. I'm supposed to be going like this, like this, like this. I'm doing them down. That. I think I have it. I think I know how to hold my pen finally. Because I'm doing well, not shaking as badly and being as straight as I can. So what I have is the angle is kind of like this. So when I'm doing it, and I'll kind of come down a little bit on what I'm doing. When I'm doing it, sorry about the shaking. I'm using the nib, but it's there. It's pointing this way. So up, down, across. I think I know where to put my nib now. Because I'm staying a little bit better. See, I'm getting my nib off again. I have to really concentrate. And trying to get that fluid motion, right? Yeah, I need that. Okay. Yeah, I have to really practice where that nib is. All right. Okay, so it's about 20 minutes in, so I won't bore you guys with my practicing. I'm going to continue and continue and continue and probably do hundreds of these as well. Just to get that, know where I need to be with my pen. And I think I am getting better at it. So I will let you guys go, and please, you know what? There's a kit online. I might link it down below. There's no affiliation whatsoever. It's just a kit that I saw that would be a good kit, I think. And I will link it below because, yeah, I thought it was really good. Anyways, I also decided to do the calligraphy on Tuesdays, and I will see you next Tuesday for the calligraphy. Okay, bye-bye.